Sabre mima obi biara akwaba stories ayensa aka na ye bejai egu ho ama Ghana yemonra ensem no emu.
Minim sɛ adeɛ baako a w'ani abere ho any time a Ghana fo bi ɛkyerɛw krataa sɛ Chief Justice President into nadeɛ so. Minim sɛ ɛbaeɛ no wakasa ho a ɛnra ɛna krataa ba abɔnten from the presidency sɛ ɔmfa ne dwumadi as a Chief Justice ɛntoɔ na afei nso investigations ɛnhyɛ aseɛ. Opposition ne deɛ wɔ he?
Well, Enra, a calls to be filed at the Supreme Court. Just say, my lawyers and more file at the Supreme Court. Supplementary affidavit. Supplementary affidavit. I just say me amend me affidavit at the Supreme Court on the application of interlocutory injunction one. Na Measure free court hold. That application, was to, as it were, seek clarification, seek for some declarations, because of the procedure and I say process and is excellent the president follow no. Now, one thing I also in is say. No, make a turn and who free His Excellency, the President as well. Because in my supplementary affidavit, I made it clear that on Mampany pum before elections and after elections in Inano, or any party in no more my no more Macanino, and just say, Omoa, Juni Biste, Chief Justice, no, or Po, Mobile. Even in my supplementary affidavit, I attached an exhibit with the Nancy JB attached my dynamic for the Supreme Court. I said, Omanpenny, I can say, Chief Justice Nejumadio Mudiano, and I say, Supreme Court for Nejumadio Mudiano. I need you, my papa, if you say we are political. He had cause to say this after time election petition 2020 with the court. But the same Supreme Court ruled for him in 2013 and he never said so, because that time again, it went to his favor. That time, my uncle or attacked the Supreme Court. And that is on record, it's an exhibit. May I attach it to the supplementary affidavit. Number two, Mustafa Gandhi, who is a Deputy Operations Director at the Presidency, and also in our council media for Kasano. Before elections, after elections, he has been very clear. Say, or no dear, any electoral commission, he is on record to have said this, which exhibit I also attached to the supplementary affidavit that was filed at the Supreme Court yesterday. Yatosumi opinion of the NDC for the chairman of the NDC, who is also a member of the Parliamentary Service Board. Before elections, after elections, even a week or two ago, had calls to say, on the opinion of Chief Justice, no electoral commission, resigning. Now, on the argument, so what should the intention of the NDC party and the Secretary John Dramani Mahama? It has not been about the fact that some why be and that's when you be informed. All that they are interested in is to take the woman off. Because you see, the Constitution says that when you kickstart the process of the committee, someone call investigation, and the president may again share. So the president could have even elected not to have suspended the Chief Justice, but allowed the process to go on. But unfortunately, because the party now doing the Chief Justice no also will continue.
Honorable to was, Mammy, Metiwasia, Ness Constitution, no. And yet, Chinchina says a petition ne ba President Kasa on for Nejuman to Obetimia Manaya Nejumana investigations say Koso.
Yes, Obetimia Nejuma, and you see, the Constitution also went ahead to say, even say Oman suspension now, Obetimia revoke suspension, and so at any point in time. I say at any time, just say a unique course of crown he can revoke the suspension. And yes, or constitution article 14611 14611. So I said the president may at any time revoke a suspension under this article. At any time. And he just said, the patrol say,
Bajo to us.
I say 14611. I said the president may at any time revoke a suspension under this article. So as a president, discretionary power. So what you mean? Say at any time on one probably to me, I revoke suspension. And the president knows one. I will to me say suspension. The committee can go ahead to go and do whatever they want to do. So from the time one elections, now actually to PV said they just wanted to take off the seat. Sure. Yesterday, the National Communications Officer of the NDC, if he was on Asempa FM, your own sister station, discussing the details of the petition and the response of the CJ. Mind you, the Constitution where Nesaka, your friend is the 146 to 82 who baby say the process will have to be done in camera. How then does the National Communication Officer of a party get, or if you like, attains the content of a petition, and also CJ the response for the other petition? Or start discussing how then does he even get it? You and I know that between His Excellency the President Mahama office and the CJ Torkonoo office, if a document is leaking to Sabi, your guess is as good as mine as to who will give it to him. But when Utaderi, the High Court judge at the time, then the case got down Supreme Court, said the publication that was made by Anas Arimeyao and even the CJ at the time himself, with respect to some of the processes and also some of the content of the petition that was published, it went against the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. And so he sought to say the Supreme Court should declare as unconstitutional the whole process or procedure that sought to remove that High Court judge. But the Supreme Court judge said no. The publication in itself can be deemed as unconstitutional, but the whole procedure cannot be terminated and as cannot be declared as a nullity. And so, whilst we believe that process and as a procedure, even though some and Crawford discussing the content and all those kind of things, it only goes ahead to reinforce the intention of the NDC and President Mahama. And no, some no before elections that this was what they intended to do. It is only an attack on our democracy. In 1992, when we were betting this democracy, I didn't see a better democracy, a best say to say democracy. But a better democracy, that is indeed a democracy solid on the principles and the tenet of constitutionality. We cannot allow to give so much power to a president. You allow a president of the Republic of Ghana say one arm of government to say judiciary, another arm of government to obey me. I mean, did our constitution talk about the fact that me as a member of parliament, who is a member of the legislature, a president let me, sir. You see, that is why I think that in interpreting a constitution, who interpreting purposely say the way I didn't answer baby. It is a very bad precedent that is being set by His Excellency the President, that I do not see any president coming to be a president of the Republic of Ghana who will not choose his own CJ. Me. And now who will be a president, I'm not choosing the CJ because this is what President Mahama is telling us that it should happen. Very bad governance practice. A very bad governance practice. Somebody who cannot even take diverse opinions. On what basis that idea SC Supreme Court judge man judgment na yetimika said no so no krano ye obi afri. So how did we get here?
I'm sure
this happened to us after democracy.
Honorable, I'm sure sir what to say na no be die no Mwankasa electoral commissioner there
the electoral commission is not an arm of government.
But I mean the processes now omususu say nanka eni kwan say mudi tu ni free hon Ghana for dodo na kan ho asem. I know say CJ different but electoral commissioner ni enya bi mpanyin sem da say electoral commission ni say afarijan ewie na ye ma me Charlotte say so ahya ase na djuma na yehwe kasa na mo opposition 2016 mo kan ye fa ma me ho na kire pe se mo ba mo betu na de so mo keka ya na say mo ba ye no mo se obi akotro petition e ma mo ye ya mamami ekoye Ghana for kan ho asem no mo NPP for ka say ade no emra kwan so na yewura na Akufo-Addo odi tu Charlotte say into obi emia na no ma mu nyina mu defend ye se nso wono mo kasa ne lawyers ne nso mo kasa ne learned colleagues ne kire say John Dramani Mahama nso de emra kwan so na di dwuma ne untimi nkasa onfa emra kwan so after all obi a petition no wa check it wa say prima facie case wom into wakatre CJ say trenchen ne anya investigation si ewie na ohuso a oda so ye CJ ohun anko ye nso a watena fie se ni nyina ya mra kwan so what's the big deal here?
Minya, the difference between this current CJ's removal and its processes and that of a year Charlotte Osene said, and first and foremost, let me indicate that I was not one of the people who came out to defend Charlotte Osene in the process and the procedure as to how she was removed. Secondly, I am also saying that when you are in an institution like the judiciary, now when you Supreme Court judges, now one more back out. That's one more true petition say, young Kasaya colleague, a Supreme Court judge first and foremost, our Saya Chief Justice of me. Bonisi in a wood day, that one is problematic. That one, me, it is serious. That one, I know that there is something concrete that you have to look at. Even if that indeed some people petition the president, I think that for the sanctity of the judiciary, the president should hasten slowly in dealing with matters like that. The Electoral Commission at the time, Charlotte said,